Hey, good folks. Dr. Charlie here. Let's let's take 3 deep breaths. And maybe Dr. Charlie can gather herself as well. So let's take 3 deep breaths together. Great. What has been on my mind for Charlie Chats today has been language and our use of language and the different ways we phrase things. One thing that has struck me, see, even with that, one thing that has come to my awareness has been how violent our language is. I'm in the United States and was raised in the United States, so I'm speaking. So that us is there, but the United States has been very influential in culture around the world, and so it's spread. Um, how violent our language is. We use a lot of violent analogies. We use a lot of analogies that imply violence. Even me just saying I was struck by this. Struck. Can there be a more gentle way to say that thing? So it comes in slang. I'll hit you up. Are you gonna hit me? I know it sounds like I'm parsing out something that seems like minutia, seems like it's a really small thing. What my emphasis really is how important language and words are. When we say I am or I have in the present tense, the universe only knows one word after that. It's yes, it's true. So it struck me or hit me up. Think about what are alternative ways that we can say those same things. Hey, give me a call when you have an opportunity, or feel free to reach out. There are ways, but a lot of our slang turns into violent language, and I'm kind of curious about that. Do you have thoughts about that? What do you think about that thing? Now, to be fair, my master's degree is in women's spirituality, which officially is looking at women's spiritual traditions, including religion, throughout history, throughout the world. No small feat, right? And then finding my individual place along that spectrum. And with that degree, that was really me getting a master's degree in my own emotional awareness, which is not for the faint of heart, nor do I recommend it. In that course of study, though, I really have a very nuanced understanding of violence and how it shows up, particularly violence against women, and how that shows up in everyday language. In my dissertation study, I asked Black teenage girls how they feel about themselves, and I also asked their mothers how the girls feel about themselves. Very insightful. I'm so grateful for my participants in that. One of the things that I noticed and took a deep interest in were all of the ways that I heard, in my very nuanced understanding of violence in language, all the ways that I heard violence, but that my participants never called it violence. So that was really interesting to me. And I've been thinking about that lately. I've really been thinking about publication lately. And so my dissertation comes to mind for that. And all the ways in our everyday lives that violence really does show up. And I'm really just thinking about it. So I pass that question back to you. What are the ways you notice, or can you begin noticing all the ways that we use violence in our speech? And what can you say instead? Are there words you can use that will have a similarly powerful effect and do not include violence, or allude to violence, or imply violence? Or is that really the best way to say that? Let me know what you think. I'm really curious about this topic, and I'd love to explore it with you together. So do let me know what you think. Dr. Charlie, I am signing out, and I'll see you again soon. Until that time, take great care.